What I want to do here is find this information and have it sort for me based on the largest hospital. So in order to sort your data, what you would want to do is go under Data, Sort. And here you will pick the column that you want to sort by. So in my case, that would be column Hospital Bed License Total. So I will scroll down until I hit that. And I would hit OK. Before I hit OK, I want to sort it from largest to smallest. You pick the heading you want, you pick how you want it ordered, and then you hit OK. And did it work? No. It didn't work for me. And I think the reason for that is that there's these additional lines of text here. And so just as I had indicated before that that's why you want to make a copy of it, in this case, I realized that it can't sort where there's a blank space. So for me, what I may want to do is get rid of that blank space. So in this case, I'm highlighting these two lines by holding down the Shift button and putting my finger on those 2 and 3. I'm right-clicking on it, and I'm hitting Delete. That will move those lines up for me. And now when I perform my sort, I'm looking for 3.25.1, which is that field. I'm again going from Z to A. And let's see if this works. And did that work for me? It didn't. It worked for me the other day. Sorry that I'm countering this glitch, and I'm not quite sure why I am. Let me try this again. There we go. So you see that Coalinga State Hospital is the first, has the most licensed beds with 1,500. Before I say that, let me just explain why the sort didn't work and how to get it to work. So I'm going to go back to the way it was before. What I didn't do was define all of the cells. In order to do that, you would hit the triangle here on the upper left. That will define all the cells. Then you would go to Data, Sort, Hospital Bed License Total, from largest to smallest. You hit OK, and that brings us back to where we were. So this tells you, if you look at it, the facilities that are state facilities that handle both psychiatric and developmentally disabled are the largest facilities. They're the first 10 that you see. They're so big compared to medical hospitals because there are an extremely limited number of them. And as the state is deinstitutionalized, they've pared back on the number of them, and they tend to be quite large. But they're not caring for acute care patients, which is what you would expect to see in a county facility or a facility like Sutter or Alta Bates or Cedars-Sinai. They're caring for either the more seriously psychiatrically ill or people with developmental problems who, or for instance, had a near-drowning episode and are forever developmentally disabled and will need care for the rest of their lives. So those will be the first 10 on this list. And then you'll start to, once you pass through that, you'll see that Cedars-Sinai is the largest acute care facility with 958 beds. Okay, so then you look down and you can see what some of the other large facilities are, and you would have seen those earlier when we did our sort for facilities with more than 500 beds. You can do this in other areas as well. So for instance, as you go back to the report, you can say, what else are we interested in learning about? I'm interested, for instance, in learning about, hold on here, which hospital has seen the most EMS patients. And as we scroll down here, we can see that that is Section 4, number 30. Does everybody see that? Section 4 is here, and it's element number 30. And this would be total emergency department visits. And so what we would then do is look for Section 4, 30. and we would scroll further to the right here. And here it is, EMS number of visits total. And we would again sort by that column FU, no offense intended. And so we would go to highlight all of the cells and go to sort. And now we're looking for that EMS category, so we would scroll down. Did I? Here we go. Okay. And so by looking at this, you can see here that Arrowhead Regional Medical Center had the busiest emergency room in the state in 2009 with 126,973 visits. It was followed by Los Angeles County USC Medical Center and Antelope Valley Hospital. It's a little bit surprising that Antelope Valley Hospital would be so high up there. I suspect it's because you'd have to travel great distances for access to care in the Antelope Valley, and so there are a few choices, and that's why you see that so high. That's a pretty high number, though, and that can make an interesting feature story about why that is. Let's just take a look at another one, and let's look at babies that are delivered. I think that's up a little bit. Oops, maybe I went too fast. Here we go. So I'm interested in the total number of live births, which would be line 20 of section 5. So you'd go back to your spreadsheet. And in this case, you'd need to look at the tab at the bottom, because section 5 and 6 are in a different tab. You'd have to click that tab and find line 520, which is live births. And again, remember what we did last time in order to make it sort properly. We're highlighting line 2, holding the Shift button down, highlighting line 3, and we are going to delete those by right-clicking and then deleting them. We're going to highlight all of the data. We're going to sort the data, pick the field that we're interested in sorting. In this case, I should have indicated you need to click My Data Has Headers. Birth live total, and we're going from largest to smallest. And in doing so, I forgot to freeze my pane, so we'll do that right now. Well, again, we want to be here and here. View, freeze panes, freeze those panes, and then that lets you scroll over. And you can see here that Sharp Mary Birch Hospital for women and newborns had the most births in the state, 8,416 in 2009. And that's an average of 23 babies a day.